series, means right now React Beginners to Advanced series is going on. So that will held again on Monday. That generally helps on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Wednesday. I do any projects, any good project which is out there, and this is not generally on the time which is reserved for the uh, boot camp, for the workshop like JavaScript, CSS, or React.js workshop. They happens at 8:30 a.m. 8:30 p.m. IST, and this generally happens at any time, means either in the morning or in the afternoon, because I keep the evening free for myself on a Wednesday. Okay, so today again we are going to do something good, because I found that React router is a bit of tougher topic for everyone. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to learn React router version 5. And yeah, React router changes a lot, and recently React router version 6 have come, and that also we are going to do. But still version 5 is been used in most of the project, and version 6 is totally opposite of, totally there are totally new features in according to version 5, and all the old projects will still use version 5. Okay, if you directly install React router, it will do a version 6 right now, but we have to learn version 5 also, because old projects will be there, and sometimes people don't, in production project what happens, they don't go for a newer version at that moment. So version 6 people will take some time to get into it. Still you can do the version 5, so we will start with the version 5 now. Okay, so and version 6 also I think I will do sometime soon. Okay, and let me share my screen, and we are going to do it on the top of the project which we created in my earlier YouTube video sometime back, learning React.js fundamentals. So this is what we have created. This was a normal project, and this YouTube video, you can check this YouTube video on my channel. And in this, what we have done, everything is in one page. So see, this add contact is there, and the list of contact is also there, and we are using local storage and all in this. So this is a good project to start your React journey. So but what the problem with this is that everything is in one page. So this is not how projects look, and we will implement learn React router version 6, and in fact the React router, because version 5 and not version 6, version 5 was for a longer time. So version 5 we will learn, and then we'll do. Okay, yeah, React router is yes. With v6 it got changed, and v6 version 6 we are going to see soon, means I have created a blog for that also, and I will soon do that version 6 also. But today it is our version 5, and on the old projects we are going to do the version 5. So this is the old project, the code and all you can get from the earlier thing. And the old project was think learn React. Sometime back only I did that on my YouTube channel, learn React with a simple project. So this is the code for that, and the link will be there in the description also of the old projects or the old stream. Okay, so this is what we have, and we'll start with app.js. But first we have to install the React router, which is right now not there. See, package.json doesn't have any React router. Okay, so I will do a control J, because my project is already running here with npm start. And so I'll open a terminal here. Whenever I run my project at some place, I generally open a terminal here. I don't like this PowerShell, so let me go to git bash, and then I'll do npmi. So this is very important, npmi react router dom. We always have to do this dom, React router dom. But if I do like this, it will install the version 6. I don't want the version 6, I want the version 5. So at the rate 5 I have to give, and it will install the most stable version 5. I want version 5. So this at the rate 5 is very important. If you want to follow along in this tutorial, the version 5 is very much important, and the version 5, because version 6 will take, it will break. A lot of breaking changes are there from version 5. A lot of things are changed, a lot of things are added, but yeah, there are a lot of changes. So see, version 5 got added, React router is, it is saying version 5.3 got added. Okay, so I will come back here to my app.js, and it has got all these things. So this logic we don't want right now, so I will sort of minimize them, because we don't want this logic. We're looking into the routing logic. Okay, so For that, first thing which we need to do is have a router. So for router, let's import some of the things and import browser. So there is something known as browser router, and most people take it as a browser router as router means, see, it's actually browser router, but we are taking it as a router. Okay, this I will take, and then route I need, and I need the switch is very much important. From React router DOM I will take all these three. Now I will come here, and first thing, router, I have to wrap everything with a router. Okay, so everything with a router I have to wrap, and my header will be there, and header will be outside the we have to create a switch and route. It will be outside because header we want to show all the time, and rest of the things like contact list and add list we don't want to show all the time. And one more thing, let me comment this out because we are going to show it in a different way. So I've commented this out, and then we have a switch. Okay, we always have a switch inside the switch, or else there are a lot of things which will not work as it should work. Okay, so we will have a switch first, and we will have this switch, and also, and inside this we'll have the route. So routes are the most important thing. Inside this we are going to have a route, and the route is so we give the home route with like this. Home route is like this, and I want to have exact, so it is very important, because or else it will match all the other routes also, because home route is only backslash, and then we have to do a component. So we have to do a component, and here I have to add a contact list. I have to add a contact list. So contact list is the component. So earlier we used to have a component like this, but now we have to have a component like this. Contact list we'll have, and there will be another route. So we are mainly changing our app into two part. The contact list will be different, and the add contact will be different. So the route add, and it will be add slash add, but we don't need the exact only we need in the home only. So this is add contact. Okay, add contact is fine, contact list is fine. Okay, so exact is only required in this. So why exact is required in this slash? Because if we don't give the exact, this add also have this backslash. So that's why always in the home route we need this exact keyword, and one of the reason for switch is that also. So this exact keyword is contained within the switch only. Okay, so this is like this route, and now we have to fix some of the thing. If I come here, I'm not seeing anything, because earlier we were having this map. So this map thing it is showing, because it was getting data from our app. From app it was getting the data. Actually we were passing it as a prop like this. We are passing it as a prop, but right now we are not passing it as a prop. So what to do? So for temporary time we are going to do one thing. So we'll create a, at least we want to see something. So we will create a temporary contacts equal to array of object we are going to create, and id equal to 1, name is John, email is Mary at gmail.com. Okay, so these two we have done. Okay, so name and email, and the id is 2. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to have this okay, one more thing I'm going to have, okay, which I think I forgot next previous time. It is Dave of I will have another div actually, not like this. I don't know, nowadays div it doesn't work a lot. Class name of main I will take. Okay, actually I have given this style for this also, and h2 of h2 of contact list I will take, and h2 will end here, and set list, but I don't have any props or something, so I'm taking from here only. So soon we are going to have this back, so but right now I am taking from here only, contacts and all. Okay, because we have not learned how to pass props in a route. Okay, so this is done, and if I go here, see, contact list has been shown here, and John and Mary are been shown. And let me go to the add and add. So we have successfully divided both of this contact manager as this thing. We have divided both of them, contact list and that. Okay, and header is shown all the time. Okay. So now, but we have to manually go to the add. We don't want to do that. Manually go to the add, we don't want to do. So in contact list, what we have to do, we have to import something known as link. So link is like a anchor tag and all. So we have to import that, and import link from React router DOM. So link from React router DOM we have to import. Okay, so after that we'll go here and below this contact list, and here I will add my link to, but to is what? Our route. It will contain the route, which is the add slash add route it will contain. Okay, slash add route it is containing, but let me remove this and let me have a button. Okay, button of again we are taking that semantic which we have taken. So class name UI button, primary, no, I don't want primary, I want a violet one. Add contact, save it. So see, this violet add contact has been done. Okay, so let me click on it now, and I have been taken here. Okay, I have been taken here. So now the thing is that we are going to send the props. So we learn how to send the props through route, and this is some advanced stuff you should know. Is at most of the places you will see like this only. Okay, some exact component you are going to do. Okay, nothing else you are going to do. But now what we are going to learn, how to pass some props here. We have to, because we have to pass actually this props, this contact list is getting contacts and get contact id props also, and this get contact id, I think, yeah. So this all means it is a callback kind of thing, method as props, which I have I think told yesterday on my React beginners to advanced. And if you don't know, I'm running a React beginners to advanced 5-day intensive workshop, which is a certification based program also. You can check that out. Okay, so this is their get contact id, and so this all is there, and now we have to pass the props here. So how to pass some props? Okay, so contact list also we have to pass 2 props, and add contacts we have to pass 1 prop. So that's why I kept this thing. Okay, so how to pass that? So here in the contact list, let me remove this thing first, and we have to do a like this, a function call, and then what I have to do, this contact list whole thing, let me cut it. And if you want to see the logic further, you can see my earlier videos. Okay, so this whole thing I will pass. Okay, and similar to this, I'll remove this like this. So this is a method which you won't find in a lot of tutorials. This is a very advanced kind of a stuff, passing props. And I will pass it like this. Let me remove this thing, save it, and add Now let me go back, remove this hard-coded thing, and put the props back, props dot contact, save it, go back, and see here we have add, and see it is also showing. So let me add contact here. So I have added it, but when I'm adding it, I have to go back like this. So this is not a good way to go back. Okay, this is not a good way to go back, because what I want, when I add that, it should automatically come to the contact list. So this is how most web app works. So what we need to do, we have to go programmatically. And how to go programmatically? And where are we? We are going to go to the add contact, and in the add contact we have to go programmatically. Okay, so there is something like uh, wait, there is something like a history. Okay, so after this, when we click on the add, so this add on, all these things are done, and this adds to the add contract handler. And this is something which is a callback thing, because this add where is this add contact handler is actually been set in the app.js. So all those things are there. Okay, so this you can see in my earlier video. Okay, so how to do this means this dot props dot history, we have access to this. Okay, history dot push, and push to the home route. Okay, so just this thing we have to do here, but this will actually not work as it, because this is some additional props. This is some additional props are there, which we are right now don't have this history props. See, we are passing the props. Okay, here we are passing the props. Okay, add contact handler, but these are some additional props which comes by default. That's history props. And for that we have to do one change. We have to do this props here, and come here, and then dot dot props I have to do, and like this, save it. And then if I go back, add contact, add, and it has been coming here, and it has been shown. Okay, now we are going to implement the logic of clicking on a particular contact and getting the detail of that contact. Okay, so for that, and again, when we are doing this, we are going to learn another form of routing in which we pass the wildcard. So we'll know that kind of routing in which we pass the something known as wildcard, which we see the id and all, which we are going to pass. Okay, so let's get started. And so first thing which I'm going to do is so this contact list is actually calling a contact card. So this contact card is there, and then here I am going to have this content is there, and here link will be there, and the link here. Okay, so again the link you have to import. So let me import the link from React Router DOM. Yeah, imported, right? And then I have to do a to equal to, okay, path name I have to do. Okay, path name, this thing I have to do, and then this. Okay, and one more thing, it's I have to do another. Okay, so path name I'll do, and then slash contact slash dollar id. So this id, see this id I'm passing, so everything will have a different id. So let me have this a bit like the path name, contact, and slash id. I think I've done. And then let me save it. And all of the ids are a bit generated from uid, so it is not like 1 2 3 4. You'll see. So okay, so if I come back here and no error is there, so it is showing like this. And if I, because I have taken it over this name and email only, showing like this. If I click here, see one thing, this contact, I'm getting some unique id. Okay, here also I'll get some unique id because all of them are unique. And as you know, all of them are also stored in the local storage. That is done in the first part. Okay, so this is there. So we are getting the ids. Okay, ids we are getting. So now we will go to a contact detail page. So when we are going there, we are going to show okay, someone is asking v6 router. So v6 I will have it soon on the channel. V6 is very important actually. A lot of changes are there in v6, so that we are definitely going to have. And I've already created the material for it, and I will have a video soon. Okay, within the next week, maybe next Wednesday, or maybe on the coming Sunday also I can have. Okay, so this is there. And so we are, as I've told, we are opening. That means when I'm clicking, so this is getting open. So we have to create a contact details. Okay, so let's create a contact details which we don't have. Contact detail.js I'll have. And here normal functional component I'm going to have. And okay, so let us have a lot of things here. And first import link from react router DOM I'm going to have. And then props I'm going to get. So we are going to create it soon, means the route also we are going to create. Okay, so now after this props I am going to have some data. So let us have that. Okay, div class name equal to main. So these are all. Those who don't remember, let me show one thing. This is all semantic UI classes which we are having. So we have done this in the first part, semantic UI classes. So this is like this is like bootstrap only, but different class names are different. Okay, so this div is there. And then div, another div, and in this div class name equal to image. So I will have an image, just a random image, because we're not getting that image. So this is just to show that when you click on something, different page will be open. Okay, so where we are going to get the image. Okay, so image, I'm going to get a random image like, so it will not come from the props and all, just a random image. Okay, image src equal to, so there is a very good means random image API, and you just have to ping it. Okay, random user.me. So this is their random user.me, and when I show it, let me copy it, or else I might make it wrong. Random user.me, and right now I'm hard coding it 75.jpg. Okay, so and so this is there, alt equal to user. I'm taking this, I have to self close, and then like this, and then another thing is that div dot content I will have, and then inside this I will have a header, and this header will be, just now I'm hard coding, we'll soon have this. Okay, so just like my name, and then the another thing is we'll have div dot description. Yeah, because these are all semantic UI classes. Okay, do at gmail.com I will have, and this is there like this, and then after this, okay, I'll have another div center div. Okay, it will break because it have to go inside, I think, the center div, and then here I will have a link to link will end here, and because in contact also I want to go back. Okay, so button UI button back. Okay, back, so I want to go to the slash, so back to contact list. I will have a button like back to contact list UI button blue. Let us have it blue, and let us have it in the center. So like this, these are all semantic UI thing. Okay, so this thing I will have, and let me have it a bit nicer. Okay, so like this I will have, and hopefully, yeah, everything is right. So the CSS are right. So now how I am going to show it? So for showing it, okay, get showing it how. So this route, we have to show this route because this is not coming from the contact card. So when I'm clicking on any card, it will go to this route. It is not like I'm calling that component, because every time the component will be called with a different ID. So that is very important. So I cannot call the component directly from this contact card. So because the data will be different. So see, the data is different. If I go back, the data is different. All the data different. So I want to show the details of the data. So this is how we add it. So here I am back in the routes, and then in here what I'm going to have in this switch and all this add contact and all I have, and then I will have a new route. So this is where wildcards are there, route and path equal to slash contact and the wildcard of ID. So what, see, this only I have this, so this ID, so this is a wildcard of ID. So this is keep on changing. So this kind of route you have to give. Okay, so and then component NENT component equal to contact detail. Okay, contact, so no props and something are there, we have to pass there. Contact detail I have to do. Okay, contact detail I have to do. I have to import this also because this is right now not imported. Let me do if service is coming. So yeah, contact detail is also imported, which we have created right now, or else it will fail. So if I go here and if I come here, Hope everything is right. If I click here, yeah, so it has been shown. Okay, there and all is this has been shown. Okay, more thing. Okay, no problem. Okay, so it has been shown. See, it has been shown, but and back to contact list is also working, but anything I click, it is showing the static data only. But although it is working, because I'm not using the data and all, and I have put the hard coded thing right now, so we have to fix that. The hard coded things we need to fix, and how we are going to fix. So here I'm come, and we can use a lot of things here, a lot of ways we can use. But the way which I'm using is taking the ID and getting it from the local storage. See, you don't know, go to the part one, everything is stored in the local storage. We are storing it, and this is a very good project. The part one is very good actually. We are not storing anything in a getting anything from a database. But what happens in most React simple project, the data is gone, because if you refresh, the data will be gone. But here what we are doing, we are storing in the browser local storage the data, although it's not a real thing. But you can learn how to store in the local storage also from this. Okay, so that is there. So that we have to import some of the things, so let us import it first. We are not using the props and all, so I want to remove it, and then use effect, comma, use state we are going to do, and here use params I'm going to do. So use params is a very important useful thing. So what it does, so this, whenever clicking on something, so this thing I want to get from the browser path, I can get it from the use params. So that is a new route from React. As I've told, most of the things, most of the libraries, so the most important libraries which React are React Router DOM and the Redux library. So they have got a lot of hooks nowadays. So use params is also one of that hook. Okay, so now I'll do first what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a state const of user, comma, set user equal to use state. So it will be an object, empty object. Then const id is use params, because that is how, means we are destructuring it, because or else we have to do it, means id we are getting from the use params. And then we are going to have this, where are we? We have a local storage known as contact, means just a name. So this I'm going to have local storage. Then I will have this there might be some use effect to retrieve the contacts. Okay, retrieve the contacts. Now why to write it again? So this is how we retrieve the contacts with the get item. So let me take this. I don't believe in writing code again and again, same thing. Okay, so like this I will have retrieve contacts JSON local storage dot get item. So to get item you can retrieve the contact. So if retrieve contacts, okay, but we will have some things here, and here I will have the ID. So whenever the ID change, okay, so this I will have, but here I'm not I don't even have a set contacts. Okay, so this I will do, and we'll have some logic here. So let me do that, and this I'm going to have. So if retrieve contact is there, so then, and yeah, it is right. Okay, so const user, so I have to find some user. So this is the individual user, so I'm using the find method from your ES6 find method. Contact, anything you can give, contact dot id. So every contact, it will go, every contact will also have an id in the local storage. So that id equal to our id, equal to the id which we are getting, this id which we are getting. If it is there, then the set user to user. Okay, and if you want to see the local storage thing, okay, go back and inspect, and every browser have local storage at a different place. So memory application, yeah. So see the local storage thing. So we are storing this local storage also have an id like this. So this id we are getting from the local storage is an array of object. So that's why we are using the find method. We could have used the filter also, it doesn't matter. Okay, so then this is let me make it contact, because this is just a local variable. So this is confusing with this user is different. Okay, so like this, and then it will find through this and it will take the id, and where the id we are getting the id from this. When I'm clicking here, we are getting the id from this. So see, this b8 thing is, I think, the first one is b8, which is hriday. So I'll come here and like this register, and then yeah, it is done. And so this, now I have this set user done. So I have this user variable having something. So instead of hard coding it, I will have a like user dot name and user dot email. I will have like this user dot email I will have. And one more thing. Okay, think I missed something. One sec. I actually, this div and content, it should also contain in a center div actually. So that I missed, and it is not looking good. So let me do one thing. Center div is there, and this image and content should be on the top like this, should be inside this. Okay, now it will look much better actually. Okay, so save it, and let me go back now and see, this has been shown like this, and there, and this thing has been shown, and whatever it is up to you. And back to contact list I'll go, and if I come to Shikha, it will also show like this. Bindu, it will also show like this, but every time it is showing the same image. I'm not liking it. Every time it is showing the sanctified.jpg. Anyways, that image is not related. If you want the exact image, you should have stored it. I have not stored it. Okay, so that is like that. I have not stored it. And it will be very easy if you store the image also. So because the add contact is there, we are storing the email and the name also. That might be a good assignment for all of you, email and that thing. So when we are going to, so take a image here and store the image link. So maybe store image in some cd, and it will better to store it in a cd, and then give that image here. So I'm going to do one thing which I think most of the girls will not like, because I am going to choose a random image of man only. And see, there is a girl name, and that but that I cannot help right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I don't want the every time the 75.jpg. I'll get a random number here. Okay, random number, I will get it here, and I will show that random number, and that now we can easily create a random number. Okay, so random, but I know this API have only till 1 to 100 images of man and 1 to 100 images of woman only. Okay, so random number like this. And if you want for woman, and what you need to do, this you have to change it to woman. Okay, and this is not showing correctly, because what we have to do here, you have to have a template string here, so then only this dollar thing comes. Okay, so let me like this, it's a template string. So now it is coming right now. This random number is nothing, but this is a function. I could have done it here also in a line, but it's better to do it. It's a bit, not that much, small function const random number, and you should always take a arrow function. It is much better, and you will not get any error. Okay, so Why to take two lines? Actually, I just have one line, so why to take even a return? Mat dot flow. As I've told, I want random number from 1 to 100. Okay, so math dot random into actually into 99. I have to do 99, only 99, and then plus 1 I have to do. Okay, only this much. Save it. So Hriday, I'll go. See, a different is coming. Now Pendu, I'll go. A different is coming. Shikha, I'll go. Sorry for that. Again, a man image is coming, and so this is working fine. So everything is working fine, and this completes our small project for React Router 5, which we have implemented a lot of things in React Router, and we have learned a lot of things. So like that, we have learned to hit the normal path and add exact. We have learned, and we have also learned to pass props also here, and history we have learned how to use history params we have learned, and I have to use this wild card we have to learn. So all these things we have learned, and with this I will end today's stream, and tomorrow again we will have continue our React beginners to advanced course at the same time, which is 8:30 p.m. IST. So see you all at that streaming, and please do subscribe to my channel if you're not done yet, and thank all again for having us a family of more than 1000 subscriber, and I am really grateful that all of you are learning well from this channel. And as you know, I am a full-time JavaScript corporate trainer and also a normal trainer, means I have my own batches. Also JavaScript trainer means many reactors. I'm into many reactors ecosystem, but yeah, you will find some Angular stuff also on my channel, and soon Vue will also come, because I generally consider it on the front end side, but it is not like that. You have that all month things also on my channel and all those things. But the person who am I, they are considered as a front end heavy full stack developer. So that is a term. I will tell more about it later on. And I have some courses also, so you can check out my courses. And right now the and no new courses starting, because I'm totally booked with corporate batches and other. So the next new course which I'm telling will be for my personal batch, means anyone can join. So corporate batch, I get the contract from corporate, so those are always going on. But the personal batch, now personal batches are also full. So the next personal batch means in which anyone can join, student, support person, anyone can join. It will start on mid January next year only, not before that, because as I've told, and that will be a weekend only, because weekdays I'm very busy with the corporate batches, and evening I have my streamings and all. Okay, so with this I will end today's stream. Thank you all for watching this, and thank you.